Good morning, folks. Got a beautiful sunrise on a brisk Nebraska morning. It's Saturday. We're headed to another estate auction. We're going to go see what they got, maybe find some hidden treasure. So come on along. It seems like fall here in Nebraska is a kind of auction season. We've been having lots of auctions every year in the fall. I think maybe people trying to take care of stuff before winter. And this fall has been no different. We've got auctions lined up every week clear into October. The first weekend in October is actually our consignment equipment auction here at the fairgrounds in town, where all the local farmers bring all their items they wish to sell or get rid of. And that's always a good auction to go to, lots of farm equipment. But this one's an estate auction, so normally this is just folks that have passed away and the families trying to deal with all the stuff left behind. So maybe we'll find some stuff today. Now, judging by the number of views these auction videos have been getting, there's a lot of folks that like these auctions. So what I'm going to do is all the auctions that I go to, I'm going to put them in one playlist on our channel. So if you like seeing these auction videos, you can go to that playlist and see just the auction videos if that's all you're interested in. We will link it at the end of the video over here in the corner, and you can go to that playlist and just watch auctions all day if you want. All right, we have arrived. Let's go check it out. Catering people are already here because it usually goes through lunch. Like we've got some stuff stacked around the house up here. They got the wagon out here for the office to get your numbers and stuff. Got some old trim boards and stuff, some old wood. If you've had like a wood shop, that would be good stuff. Got this like short little church pew here. Nice little pot-belly stove with all the stuff. So everything in the house is going too. This is the kitchen. Beautiful kitchen. Apparently this property going up for sale. There's like 4 acres. I'm going to have to tell my buddy about it. It's super cool. Big old fireplace. But I guess everything in here is going too. Got some audio equipment here and some VCRs. A couple folding tables. Some shelving there. Desk. Some old Crocs. TVs. Nice old wood chairs. Curio cabinet. Those are nice for showing off all your collectibles. I'd love to have a cabinet like that to put all my little antique stuff in. Entertainment centers. Funky old light. Bar stools. 2-sided fireplace. Sweet. Said there's nothing upstairs. So we need to go up there. Don't need to go up there. Look at this old wooden cabinet. See if the door opens on this thing. Be nice for canned goods or something. Bunch of old quilts and blankets. Chairs, filing cabinet. Shelving, but those are like laminate stuff. Here's a neat old secretary looking thing. Looks like the top folds out. Yep. You got your little, all your little drawers. That's neat. That's solid wood. Got kind of the Queen Anne style legs. There's a camp trailer and a boat that's gonna sell. So we got a angle blade here and a little John Deere 650 with a finish mower on the back that's selling. Got some signage down here. Never heard of these folks. Holiday, I don't know what they do. Maybe it's an old gas company or something. We'll look in the shed here in a minute. It looks like an old outhouse door or something. Metal garden shelving there. Some T-posts. Some wooden bench ends there. Looks like they got the back as well as metal. We've got enough of those benches around the house. Remember these old fold-up step stool chairs? Pretty sweet. In the truck toolbox. Good for locking things in your vehicle. Lots of signage. Signage goes big. Everybody loves signage. The old S&H green stamps. Oh, a tractor sign. That's probably going to go for a stupid amount of money. You can get them online for like 30 bucks though. Some old Schwinn type bicycles. There's a bicycle built for two. Generator. Neon signs. People's names on them. Betty Jane. More signage up on the wall there. They'll probably sell that. We'll take a look at this trailer once it gets outside. Look at that old wooden bench or swing or whatever that is. Pretty sweet. All solid wood. Old school table saw. Metal cart. More signage. Draft Brewed Blatz. I think that was a beer company. Here's some display type shelving. Two of them. Let's see what's on this trailer here. Stuff is so packed on these trailers, you pretty much got to wait until they start selling stuff. An old shoe scraper thing there. Old stained glass window. Little boat shelf thing. Little mop roll around bucket. Some tiki torches. Little plaque on a stand. Big old loppers. My dad used to call them loppers. Old wooden frame or something. Another heat lamp. Ice chests. Big old glass bottles. Big tall glass bottles for something. More yard stuff. Little snow sled there. These are kind of hoses that we like at home because you can still move them around in the winter. All kinds of hose connections. Don't know what these styrofoam buckets are for. Maybe disposable minnow buckets or something. More signage. Old license plate. Kerosene lamp. There's an old fake washing machine with a ringer on it. Horseshoe set. Some hand tools for the garden and some vehicle ramps. A little bellows thing there. These are nice to have, these stored pressure water extinguishers. You just put water in them, you charge them with an air hose and it just squirts water out. People use these on their combines around here to put out little fires. A whole bunch of yardsticks. Lots of pictures. Here's a map of Colorado Trail. Another old pictures. Like Christmas decorations. There's a glass like cookie jar. I just broke one the other day. Maybe Kelly will want another one. It was smaller than that though. I think we still have the big one. Some camera cases. Neat old folding table. Old clock. Knick-knack stuff. Some little miniature kitchen, little graters and slicers. Little mini pans. Little mandolin. Some of the stuff's just going to have to be unpacked as they go. Clothespin. The Big Red. Go Big Red. Nebraska. These look like sewing machine cases, old sewing machines. Old mailbox piggy bank. You put your dollar bills in there. And welding gloves. Canner, water bath canner. A neat little cubby shelf there. Child gates or dog gates. Got a whole box of license plates we got to go through. Sorted tools. Bungee straps and rope. Some driveway reflectors. An old fan. Excuse me. Old oil cans. A big cream separator stand. Big cast iron. These are good for using in the shop to hold up equipment. Old insulators and stuff. Real hodgepodge of stuff. Some old waders. Spotlight. Old barrel. Another chimney sweeper. Some signage up top. Leveled and shimmed. Like an old jumper cable. Nope. Tool set. A lot more signage. Folding chairs. Backpack blower. The pump up weed sprayer. Some yard art Junie bird made out of a shovel. Andy tool set. Pretty much empty. Old air mattresses. Another old duffel. Looks like there's an awning in it. Skull. Remember the old times, everybody had these hanging on their walls. More signage here. Doesn't look to be any porcelain or anything, just regular old metal signs. A neat old DeKalb sign. Those are cool to hang around the farm. Some fishing pole rod holders. Some little cones. Look like playing soccer or something. Lions Club sign. Bunch of old traps. Don't know what those are for. Old window weight. There's a live trap. Here's a submersible pump. Bunch of tie wire for something good to have around. Floor jack. Lots of stuff buried in here. Probably nothing in this bin. Oh, wicker baskets. Whole bin full of baskets. Those are nice to give gifts in from the garden and stuff. But a lot of stuff to be laying around too. Old Phillips 66. I think this is the grease can. Little bucket. And trowel. Painting stuff. Old 12-volt batteries, whole bunch of them. Jack stands, got plenty of those. Gas cans. Hey, they got Prince Albert in a can too. Cool old stuff. I'm gonna look through these license plates real quick. There's a post device. Those are going for big dollars now that everybody's wanting to be a blacksmith. Old manual ice auger. Little shop heater. Some rope. Always good to have some good rope around. There's a old repop ship's wheel. Like emergency blankets or something. Pop bottles. Cement finishing stuff. Some floating lights for fishing. Some oil drain pans and some hand saws. More fuel cans. Some decorator stuff. This looks like an urn or something that you'd put ashes in almost. Maybe not. Hitch balls, Christmas tree stand. The old barometer set with the thermometer and the humidity meter. Some old pulleys. It's a metal hook. These go on a pole for pushing and pulling stuff. I think they used to use these on ships too for grabbing lines and pushing lines. Kind of a nautical theme box here. More ropes and a duck or a goose. Bird houses, bird feeders. Fishing lure making kit. For making fishing lures. Another one of these boat shelves things. Tackle box full of stuff. Coca-Cola glasses. Old leather suitcase in a plastic bag. Big old wooden pulley. Kelly likes those for decoration. Lots of hand tools. Pressure cooker and canner. Big pressure canner here, older one. Looks to be intact.
Yeah, there you go.
Bunch of bells. Old dusting deal that you put powder in, like 7 dust, and it's got the little wave it over the garden or whatever. A little steamer pot. Wooden drawers. Little decorator, little towel holders or something. Gallon jugs. Little oil lamps. Lots of little brass gizmos here. Bells and stuff. And chairs, lantern. Little puppet deal that you do. I forget what they call, minarets. Camp stove. Radio. Lots of little garden tools. More gas cans. Some nice clamps. Here's a wooden clamp. Here's some wedges. Here's an old round wedge for splitting firewood and stuff. Block plane, a couple of them. Wonder what's in this package here. Ooh, nice chisel set. Sweet. Another rivet setter here. Somebody on the channel was looking for one of these. Forget who it was. Let me know again. Maybe we can get you one here in Nebraska. Screwdrivers. An old Fender amplifier with the F broke off. Quilts. Some kitchen stuff. Cast iron. The old shredder box. Old banks with the slotted lids on. And the old metal play sets with like the doll houses. Here's a nutcracker with the vise right on the bowl. Sweet. Old teapots and such. Old Tupperware cake box. They actually go this direction. You put them over your cake, all your cakes around. Here's another old Tupperware container. Wooden carvings, cowboys. Coca-Cola bottles with the Coke still in them. There's a lever action nutcracker. That's pretty cool. A couple of them in there. Lazy Susan. Kind of a Nazi looking thing. Like a swastika. Crazy. Old bottles. Fans. Lots of household stuff. Oh, here's the puzzles. Look to be all like 1,000 pieces, which is more than Mom likes, but there's a couple 500s over here on the end, looks like. Some food grinders. Crock. Old pump jack, pump head. And I'll tell you a secret, at some of these auctions, everything's on these trailers kind of random. And they sell them usually by box. So if there's something like in this box, one thing, and you want this whole box, do that. And then when you buy that box, everything's in that one box. So the auction's getting ready to start, so we're going to go up and get our number. The food guys had coffee, so we're in business this morning. It's an old 12-string guitar. I did a little rearranging. There was some 1,000-piece puzzles in here and some 500-piece puzzles in here. So I took the 1,000-piece puzzles and put them in here and swapped them. So used our little trick.
Sell the good old antique farm primitive there, guys. There's a good old egg buy. Somebody get 20. Get $20. Get $20. Who'll get 5 to go? $5 bill. Get $5 to the bill. Minimum time. Get $5 to the bill. Minimum time. Get $5 to the bill. Minimum time. Sound to the bill. Sound to the bill. No 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 10. Get 10 to the bill. 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 10 to 10. $10. 10 to the bill. 10 to the bill. 10 to the bill. Boy, get in there. 10 to the bill. 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 10 to 10. So 7.5 right there. 78's the buyer.
Give me 10, paying 10, paying 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Don't miss nobody. $10, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. Sold over here $10. Jeff, what's your number?
10. I'm thinking $10 bill. Who can tell the number? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Who's the 500 about minimum 5? Who's looking about the minimum 2 and a half 5? I do from the bill, 5, where can I find 5? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, Now 17 and a half. 17 and a half. It's under the wire. 15 now 17 half. 15 now 17 half. 15 now 17 half. 15 now 17 half. So $15 on 118. 118. All in, all done.
Right after COVID, everybody gets
3 1/4, 310. Take a look right quick. 3 1/4. I got 300. Yes and no. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Sold $300. 68.
Turned into a 2-cup day. All right, we were here a lot longer than we wanted to be. I found all those puzzles for Mom at the nursing home, and they were clear on the last trailer. So it's 1 o'clock before they got down there. And the problem with that is when you're waiting around, they dig other stuff out of the trailers that you did not see that you got to buy. So we spent more than we wanted to today, which still wasn't much, but I didn't want to take this much stuff home. So let's get home because we got other stuff to do today. We'll go through what we got. Here's another consignment auction place here that we come to this auction every now and then. Looks like they're already collecting items for their next auction. Okay, we are back home. Time to check out the haul. I think my favorite thing of the day is this big, it's called a cob fork, I believe. Got the big, wide, bunch of tines on these. These are great for picking up things in the yard because they're so big. Nothing falls through these things. So real happy with that. And it came in a lot with these other things here. This is really cool metal spike you could use for like dibbling in the garden when you're planting stuff. Long handle. And then this hoe, we can take this hoe and cut it down and make another like weed hoe with maybe a different profile on it, maybe a real narrow hoe. And then this junk handle came with it. And then we got this. I don't think anybody knew what this was, this iron here. This was called a running iron back in the day. You see it just got a bend on the end of it. You would heat that up and you could change brands. So like you'd put that on the brand that was already on the cow, and you'd use that corner and you could move around and change a brand. Back in the day when the cattle rustlers were doing that, it's called a running iron. If you were caught with one of these running irons back in the day, you could be hung. It was against the law to have these running irons. So super cool. Had a bunch of city collectors there. They wouldn't know what these things were, so they were all interested in signage, and like they were on the American Pickers or something. But we have some more bushel baskets because we use a lot of these. The one on the bottom is toast, and then we have some other little vase thingies. We're going to try to just give these away on Marketplace. Some person may want these. There's another one that looks like a basket. If we can't get rid of them, they'll probably go in the trash. I hate to trash things, but I can't have so much stuff laying around. And little heart cake pans that I can use in the shop to put parts in or wash parts in or something to rusty to use in the house. A lot of this stuff was bundled. I didn't buy this stuff individually. It was all bundled together. Like this glassware here that we're probably not going to keep. This was all bundled with these chicken waterers here. So when I purchased these for like $2, this whole mess came with it. So we'll probably dispose of most of this glassware. This is a cool little pitcher that we may hold on to, but or gallon jar, if we can find a lid to go on that, we might hold on to that because that's good for stuff. This has just got some random chess pieces in it and just a metal box. I might use the metal box on the workbench to store little things in, little gadgets. But all these chess pieces probably can go. They're old wooden ones, but there's some missing. So probably not going to keep any of that. This here was pretty cool. This was in this box, and I think I paid $2.50 for all of this. There's lots of little gizmo stuff in here. I mean, there's O-ring picks, which is good to have. That's a little screwdriver thing. It's missing stuff. Little cap nuts. This little ratcheting flathead screwdriver. Those are cool. Those will probably go in the toolbox. I've got plenty of torque screwdrivers, so I'll probably give those to my cousin's kid. He's going into mechanicking and stuff. These are punches. This is an old automatic center punch that might have pieces missing out of it. Yeah, not working. But this is like a nail setter. Here's another little fancy little, not a Leatherman, but might be half of a Leatherman. Maybe it broke apart. Lots of bottle openers. Little measuring tool. You can measure depth or length, whatever on that. Calculator. Glass cutter. Just all kinds of random stuff. Soapstone holder. Gasket former. Still good. So got all that. We'll sort through. They had a big spool of wire. Now I'm out of tie wire in the shop. I've used it basically everything I had. So this roll of wire was $1. So I got that. These old baskets were in this big enamel thing here. We use these big enamel pans in the garden a lot. So I grabbed that. It was dirt cheap. And then like this box was probably in there too. We'll just put that in the greenhouse for cutting vegetables, whatever. Little spreading deal we'll put in the toolbox with the rest of the spreaders, putty knife, whatever. And then some cast iron. This was going super cheap. I think I got this whole box for $5. Here's your old cornbread mold for making cornbreads that look like corn cobs. And then we call these Able Skeeber pans. They make like the little pancake bowls or whatever. This is a smaller pan. I have a lot bigger one. And then this plancha here, big 11-inch plancha, good for doing tortillas and stuff. You can use it dry. But we'll probably get rid of most of this cast iron because we have all these before. But my local antique guy in town, his name's Don, he said if you ever come across any cast iron, buy it and I'll buy it from you. So we're going to take all these to him. And then look at this post vise that we showed you. That post vise went for $10, if you can believe that. If you've been around these things since that Forged in Fire show came on, everybody wants everything blacksmith. And then you're not a true blacksmith unless you got a post vise in your shop. I already have one, but we're going to do a video on this with a restoration. And we're going to do a deal to see what we can make on this post vise. Paying $10 for it. We'll see what kind of profit we can make by selling that. And then this, what do they call this? A shepherd's hook for hanging stuff in the yard. Mom wants a bird feeder outside of her window, and this will work perfect for that. She had one at her other place, but I think we left it over there. So I'll get that. Figure out how high it needs to be. It'd be in her window. I'll cut it down to whatever it needs to be, and we'll give that to her, and we'll get her a bird feeder to put on it so she can watch the birds out the window, going through our random box of stuff, found a whole little box of the little flints for the torch lighters. Those you screw on there, the replacements, so that's cool. And then we found this little tiny screwdriver. See, these little screwdriver screws into the back of the big screwdriver, or the larger screwdriver. It's like one of those little Russian dolls. Got a little tiny screwdriver inside a bigger screwdriver. Cool. We found one of the license plates we were missing from 67 County here in Nebraska. We're gathering license plates from every county. All our counties are numbered. And I'm down to about 15 plates that I'm still missing. But found this one. The guy bought the whole lot of license plates for like 50 bucks. And I asked him if he would sell this one. He said, yeah, $3. So I gave him $3, got a smoking deal on a license plate I needed. Now this here all came in a lot with something else. I can't remember what it was. But this grinding wheel doesn't fit anything we have. Got a pipe cutter, which I didn't have one of those that big. I got a small one. And then this is a flaring tool that I do not have one of those either. So now we have one of those. This little wire thing, probably won't use that either. Now, ended up getting this rivet setter. I need to go through and find out who messaged me in the comments saying they've been looking for one of these. And we might get this to them. And then it's got some big old pin in here. I don't know what that's for, but we can use it for something. I'll put it in my pin drawer. Bottle opener. Little bracket. But some of this stuff will go in the garbage. That's just some kind of little punch. But, just odds and ends. Actually ended up with 2 glass cutters. And then a set of feeler gauges I didn't know we had. Some inside calipers I didn't know I had. And then another little set, tiny feeler gauges. We already saw that. Got this old toolbox. I think everybody's dad back in the day had one of these old toolboxes. Hard to get up into one of these. Got an old apple corer in there. And then these die sets, they are some smaller dies. Those will be nice. Got a small handle and a big handle. Got three dies, 4 dies for that. 4 dies for the little handle. So that's pretty sweet. Got some Allen wrenches. We'll see if that's in the other set. Piece of pipe we don't need. Now these 2 old sewing machines, they came as a package, both machines, for $1. So you know what we do with these. Look how ornate this one is on the front. Love these old machines. We make these little tractor models out of these. This one's even got the buttonhole adapter. So if anybody out there needs this Singer buttonholer, let me know. We'll get it to you. Otherwise, I've got no use for this because we're just going to tear these down anyway. But I couldn't pass that up for $1. That's one of those things that just pops up and you're like, oh, I can pay $1 for that. But we'll get to these one of these days. Now the last thing we'll show you is we got 5 boxes of jigsaw puzzles for Mom. These are all 500 pieces or less, like she likes. One of the ladies there that bought all the rest of the puzzles, she even threw over a couple more 500 piece puzzles in these round cans, but they're less than 500. So we're going to take these to the nursing home this afternoon and she can pick through the ones she wants, and we'll donate the rest to somebody else down there. So all in all, not a bad haul for the day. I think we spent, it was under $100 for all this stuff. Those puzzles alone would cost more than that new. I don't know if you bought a puzzle lately, but they want like 30 bucks for a puzzle. But we got some tools that we can use and some wire and some fun projects to do. So I hope you enjoyed coming along today. We always love bringing you along. And if you like these auctions, let us know. We'll keep going to them. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at Markelly Farm.